What's up, guys? It's Trevor, and today is Thursday, day 4 of my road to 85 miles per hour. So, today was kind of a bit of a recovery day on the throwing aspect, or the throwing side of things. So, I didn't do any serious throwing today, like any real throwing, aside from some mechanic work. Um, Today for my lift was leg, back, and biceps, and then I also got some med ball work in. So, so I started out after got home from school, went out to my backyard where my kind of bullpen area is, and I set up a net and um, my portable pitching mound, and I got started doing some drills with that rocking stool, and I was doing the same drills that I did on Tuesday with the med ball, kind of starting with my hips open, but stretching my shoulders back to kind of help train some hip shoulder separation, and then I progressed into kind of the middle half of the delivery where I was dropping down onto the stool, and my hips were still closed, and my shoulders were also closed, but then I'd open my hips and kind of counter that by stretching my shoulders back and trying to create as much hip shoulder separation as possible. And then after that, I used a tool that my dad also made for me, and it's to you kind of just like put it on like a backpack, and it's just supposed to help keep your um, torso like fused with your arm, or keep your arm fused with your torso, so that way your torso kind of uh, eventually, like once you train it properly, your torso is doing the throwing part, and your arm's just kind of there to help transfer the energy into the ball. And it's a lot healthier for your arm and helps you throw harder. So that's what that tool is for. And I was using it to um, help train the hip shoulder separation as well, as I would use it to stretch my arm as far back as I could and hold it there for as long as possible before throwing. And did that a few times. I did that on this off the stool, and then I also stood up and went out of the stretch with the med ball and with um, the tool also that my dad made for me, the backpack thing. And then after that, put everything away and went to my garage to get my lift in and started out doing pull-ups. Today Uh, so the kind of lifting program that I'm doing is like a progressive overload, high intensity program. So for most of my exercises, I only do one set, but I do it to absolute failure. So, and then every workout, I try to either increase the weight on that lift or increase the reps. And so on pull-ups, I increased the weight. I strapped on 5 pounds to my body with a belt, and I got 10 reps on pull-ups, or 8 maybe, I don't remember, but it was something like that. And then after that, I did power cleans. Did 145 pounds for 10 reps, I believe. And then after that, to the power cleans, moved into squats, and I did a warm up set with 150, like I did on Monday as well. Then after that, I increased my weight for my second set to from 185 to 190, and so I do 2 sets on squats because I think it's important to warm up your legs, uh, because if you just kind of go in squatting with your legs being cold, especially for me, it's kind of caused a little bit of injury or just not good feeling in the legs. So I like to do a warm up set on squats, but anything else is typically fine for me, just doing one set. But anyways, my second set was with 190 pounds on squat, and I believe I did 10 reps on that as well. And then after squat, I didn't have to do any ISOs today. I only do ISOs for each week, for each workout once a week. And so then after that, I went and did bent rows, and I did 115 pounds for 15 reps on bent over rows. Then after that, I did some incline bicep curls. Did the same weight of 25 pounds, and I actually decreased in one rep, which was 9 reps, but it was to absolute failure. So as long as you're pushing your body, you should be fine. Um, but then I let my arms get a good rest, and then on hammer curls, I kept the weight the same for 25 reps, but I kept the weight the same at 25 pounds, but I increased the reps by a lot, and I went from doing 5 reps with 25 pounds on hammer curls on Monday to today on Thursday doing 25 pounds for 12 reps with hammer curls. And yep, after I got the curls done, that was it for the workout, and that was it for the day when it came to training. So yep, that was day 4, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 5, Friday, which is Friday. And tomorrow we will be velo testing my 100% effort throwing off of the mound for baseballs and both med balls. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow on Friday. See ya.